Hi, I'm Tamie Smith, and I'm a U.S. eventing athlete.
Okay, if you could play any other Olympic sport, what would it be?
Women's downhill ski racing. I skied and was out of control a few years ago, and I kind of liked it.
Okay. Greatest accomplishment?
My children.
What would you tell your 10-year-old self?
Don't be so afraid.
Talk us through your pre-competition ride routine.
Before dressage, I meditate. And I meditate enough times till I feel like I'm kind of in the zone. Sometimes that's 1 time, sometimes it's 5. And then when I get on my horse, I listen to this. I have this playlist that I listen to, and it's really random and weird. But it reminds me of like kind of good times. So it kind of just puts me in a very calm, surreal mood. And I do that for about 5 minutes, and then I turn it off, and then I just feel my horse and ride, do my warm up as normal.
Who is your biggest influence?
My husband.
Describe yourself in 5 words.
Determined, kind of hardcore, driven, loud, only because I'm deaf. Not because I'm actually loud, only because I'm deaf. And pretty happy.
Okay. How do you keep yourself occupied on long flights?
I sleep.
Are you pretty good at sleeping on long flights?
Yes, I'm very good at sleeping on long flights.
Great. Favorite competition memory?
Kentucky this year.
Why was that your favorite?
It was a long time coming. I hadn't done a 5-star on my bomb yet. And it pretty much, except for one little blip, went to complete plan. Going and having a double clear round in the show jumping was just like, finally, it was just such an amount of emotion that came over me that I was just so proud of him and happy for him, because I know he's such a great horse.
Most embarrassing moment?
Several. I was winning at the AACs in Colorado, riding a training level horse, I believe. And he chocolate chipped into a double, which was the last jump. And I fell off right before the finish line. That was great.
Favorite country you've ever traveled to?
I think Amsterdam, and Germany's a close second.
Do you get nervous before you compete? And if so, how do you manage that?
Yes, I get nervous. In dressage, I would say that my nerves are, once I'm focused, and that's a bit why I meditate. So I'll be nervous, and then I'll just meditate until I feel like I'm not, and then I'm in my zone and I don't feel nervous. The cross country though, it's cross country, horses trip, something happens that you can't, expect, anticipate. And so.
Most influential horse in your career?
My mom.
Talk about your first horse, if you remember, or pony.
I do. I had a 17 two-hand mare, thoroughbred mare named Martha Money. And she was like my first horse probably that I shouldn't have had. Terrifying. Mike Huber would come out in clinic at our place, and I remember him, just going berserk, just going crazy that my mom and my trainer had me on this crazy, gargantuan of a horse that was just like running off with me because I was this, hard to believe, but I was tiny. I was this little peanut. I was terrified of her. So quickly after that, I got a really cute black horse named Midnight Blue that I won a lot of stuff on. So.
Got it. Favorite food?
Everything.
Not picky.
No, I am a little bit picky. Favorite food, I really love Thai food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
What?
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Would you consider a hot dog a sandwich?
I don't even consider that food.
So add that to the list of things that you will not be. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Sort of, but not warm.
Okay. Cold pineapple.
Cold pineapple on pizza is okay.
Favorite Summer Olympic sport?
I like gymnastics.
Is there, like, going to Tokyo, is there any athlete you're looking forward to? Not that you guys can go and watch this year like usual, but who are you excited
We can't?
to watch? Well, maybe you can. I don't know. Actually, I'm just assuming.
Wait a minute.
But if you
Time
could,
out.
who would you like to go see and or meet if you could in Tokyo?
I think gymnastics. I think Simone Biles is pretty freaking phenomenal. I would love to see her in action.